You talk too much. Not always, not in every situation, but when it matters most, when the stakes are highest, when you're trying to create impression or connection or attraction, you fill the silence. You explain. You justify, you elaborate, you keep talking because the quiet feels like failure, like you're not doing enough, like you need to prove something, demonstrate something, convince someone of your value through the sheer volume of words you can produce. And here's what you don't realize: every extra word is diluting your impact. Every explanation is undermining your presence. Every time you fill a silence that should be left alone, you're communicating something you don't intend. You're communicating discomfort, anxiety, a need for approval, and the quality you're missing, the one that creates immediate impact, the one that makes people lean in instead of tune out, it's the exact opposite of what you've been doing. It's silence. Strategic, comfortable, unbothered silence. And the man who understands how to use it, who can sit in the tension of unsaid things without rushing to fill the space, that man has a gravitational pull that words can never create. Here's what most men don't understand about silence. It's not the absence of communication, it's the most powerful form of it, because silence forces the other person to fill it, to wonder, to project, to become active in the interaction instead of passive. When you're constantly talking, constantly explaining, constantly producing content, you're doing all the work. You're the one generating. She's just receiving. But when you create silence, when you let moments breathe, when you don't rush to smooth over every pause, suddenly she has to participate. She has to contribute. She has to step into the space you're not filling. And that shift, that reversal of energy, where she's now pursuing instead of being pursued, where she's investing instead of evaluating, that's where attraction actually builds. Not in your explanations, not in your stories, but in the spaces where you're comfortable enough to say nothing and let her wonder what you're thinking. Think about the last time you were with her and there was a pause. What did you do? You probably jumped in. You asked a question. You told a story. You filled the gap because the silence felt uncomfortable and you thought it was your job to fix it. But here's what you missed. That discomfort you were feeling, she was feeling it too. And whoever speaks first is the one who couldn't handle it, the one who needed to resolve the tension, the one who was uncomfortable enough to break the moment. And when you consistently do that, when you're always the one who speaks first, you're training her to see you as the less comfortable one, the one who needs the interaction to keep moving, the one who can't just be. And that perception, that sense that you're working harder to maintain the connection than she is, that's what kills attraction before it even starts. The power of silence isn't in withholding. It's not about refusing to speak or playing games or making her chase you through strategic unavailability. It's about being so genuinely comfortable in your own presence that you don't need to fill every moment, that you can let a pause exist without interpreting it as failure, that you can look at her without saying anything and let that look mean whatever it means, without needing to clarify it with words. And this comfort, this ease with the unsaid, it communicates more about your internal state than anything you could explicitly tell her. It says, I don't need your approval. I don't need this conversation to go anywhere specific. I'm okay right here, right now, whether you're impressed or not. And that self-containment, that lack of need, that's what draws people in, because neediness repels. But sufficiency, that quiet confidence that doesn't require validation, that's magnetic in ways that charm never is. Here's how this plays out in practice. You're on a date. She says something, you respond. And then, instead of asking another question or launching into a story, you just look at her. You let the silence sit. You smile slightly if you feel like it, or you don't. You just hold the space. And she'll do one of two things. She'll either fill the silence herself, which means she's now investing energy, now working to keep your attention, now revealing more than she would if you were asking questions and guiding the conversation, or she'll sit in the silence with you. And that shared comfort with the unsaid, that ability to just be together without constant verbal production, that's where real connection happens. That's where you move from interview mode to genuine presence. And either way, you win. Either she invests or you both relax into something deeper, but only if you can tolerate the initial discomfort of not filling the space. The same principle applies to disagreement. She says something you don't agree with. Most men either argue immediately or agree to keep the peace. But there's a third option: silence. You just let her statement hang there. You don't validate it. You don't attack it. You just receive it and let a moment pass. And in that moment, she's forced to sit with what she said, to consider whether she actually meant it, to wonder what you're thinking. And often, without you saying a word, she'll qualify it, she'll soften it, she'll walk it back slightly, not because you pressured her, but because the silence created space for her to hear herself. And that space, that absence of your immediate reaction, it's more powerful than any counter-argument you could make. Because you're not fighting her, you're just not co-signing. And that refusal to automatically agree or disagree, that comfort with letting her words exist without your immediate judgment, that's a level of self-possession most men never access. Here's what silence does that words can't. It creates mystery. When you're always explaining, always clarifying, always making sure she understands exactly what you mean and why you think it, and what your reasoning is, there's nothing left to wonder about. You're completely known, completely mapped, and humans, we lose interest in what we've fully understood. But when you use silence strategically, when you let some things remain unsaid, when you don't feel compelled to explain every thought or justify every action, you maintain dimensionality. You remain someone worth trying to figure out, someone who might have depth she hasn't accessed yet. And that sense of unexplored territory, that feeling that there's more to you than what's immediately visible, that's what keeps attraction alive past the initial impression. Think about the men she's been genuinely drawn to, not the ones she should like, the ones she actually couldn't stop thinking about. What did they have in common? Probably not that they talked a lot. Probably not that they explained themselves thoroughly. Probably not that they were always available and always clear, and always making sure she felt comfortable. More likely they were men who created space, who let moments be uncertain, who didn't rush to define things or clarify intentions or smooth over tension, who were comfortable being misunderstood because they weren't performing for her approval. And that quality, that ease with ambiguity, it's not something you can fake. It only comes from genuinely not needing the outcome, from being so okay with who you are that you don't need her to validate it, from understanding that silence isn't emptiness. It's power held in reserve. Here's where most men get this wrong. They think silence means being cold, being distant, being unavailable. But that's not it. You can be warm and present and engaged, while also being comfortable with pauses, while also letting some things go unsaid, while also refusing to over-explain or over-pursue or over-demonstrate. The key is that your silence comes from sufficiency, not from withholding. It comes from not needing to fill space because you're comfortable in it, not from refusing to fill space as a manipulation tactic. And she can feel the difference. She can feel when silence is coming from a grounded place versus when it's coming from strategy, and only the first one works. Only the first one creates the magnetic pull you're looking for. So what do you do with this? You start practicing comfort with pauses. You stop being the first one to speak after a moment of quiet. You stop explaining things that don't need explanation. You stop volunteering information just to fill air. You start letting your presence be enough. You start trusting that not every moment needs to be maximized or optimized or filled with impressive content. You start understanding that the most impressive thing you can do is be completely comfortable doing nothing. And you watch what happens. Watch how she leans in more when you pull back. Watch how she invests when you stop working so hard. Watch how the dynamic shifts when you stop being the one who's always producing and start being the one who's comfortable enough to just exist. The man who knows how to use silence isn't manipulating. He's not playing games. He's just not afraid of the space between words. He's not anxious about whether she's impressed. He's not worried about whether the conversation is going well. He's just here, present, grounded, and that groundedness, that lack of performance anxiety, that comfort with the uncertain and the unsaid, that's what she admires, not because it's a trick, but because it's rare, because most men are so busy trying to prove their value that they never just embody it, because most men are so uncomfortable with themselves that they need constant validation through engagement. And when she meets a man who doesn't need that, who can just be without needing her to fill his voids or validate his worth or keep him entertained, that man stands out. Not because he's better, but because he's different, because he's offering something she doesn't usually encounter, the experience of being with someone who's genuinely okay, whether she's there or not. And paradoxically, that's exactly what makes her want to be there. That's what makes her invest. That's what makes her pursue. Not your words, not your explanations, not your efforts to impress, but your comfort with the silence, your ease with the unsaid, your ability to just be and let that be enough. And it is enough. It always was. You just kept talking over it.